It's only 5 past, but I'm kind of worried they're going to get lost. I barely have a cell signal, but I hope they'll just call if they can't find the trailhead. These country roads sometimes don't even have signs, and it's easy to get turned around. Oh, that must be them. Yeah, here comes their car. Hello. I was worried you'd get lost. Oh, you've been here before. That happens to me all the time. I think I found a brand new spot. Then when I get close, I realize I've already been here years ago. No, we won't be going up the trail at all, unless you want to. But I picked out a spot right over here. There's a clearing in the grass, and it's in a patch of shade, so we won't get too hot as the sun comes up. I have a couple camping chairs, and yeah, could you grab that backpack? It's just snacks and water and stuff. Yes, thank you for carrying that. It's just right over here. Did you get breakfast yet? I'm sorry it's so early. That's when the birds are out. Most is in the morning because they're hungry, so they fly around and eat. Well, if you fall asleep in the chair, I'll just throw a blanket over you. I did bring one. Well, I wanted to wear shorts, but until it heats up, my legs get cold if I'm just sitting, so. Yeah, how about you set the backpack right here, and I will set the chairs up here. Which chair do you want, green or blue? Okay. I figure if we sit here in the shade and face that big line of trees, there's bound to be a lot of birds coming and going. And there's a creek over there where that tree line is, and sometimes it can even get a little marshy with cattails and stuff, and where there are bugs, there are birds. No, I don't actually know. I just made that up. Seems right, though. I also have a guidebook here, so we can look up anything we don't know. And a notebook, because I want to sketch some of the ones we see. Oh, absolutely not. I have never done this before. No, not a day in my life. I don't know any birds. Well, except turkeys, but I don't know any small birds. I did. I said, do you want to learn a new skill? And you said, sure. I want to learn a new skill too. I never said I knew how to do this. Well, we'll learn together. I bet we'll walk away from this knowing how to identify at least 5 birds. Oh, yeah, binoculars. I got them right here. And I'm going to have a seat and get comfy. Mostly I was excited to see you because it feels like I see you less and less these days. Tell me how you've been. You're my best friend. We used to hang out almost every day, and now I'm lucky if it's every few weeks. Oh, you're so busy, I know. But what's new? What have you been doing? Just the same old stuff? Like what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I can catch you up on my life. But we're still circling back to you later. Don't think I don't know what you're doing, avoiding the question. Oh, look, there's a bird on the trailhead side. Here, take the binoculars. You describe it to me, and I'll look it up in the guidebook. It's pretty small. Grayish colored. Okay, looks like it has a red cap on its head. What, really? Oh, it does. It's like a little red mohawk. No, I'm just flipping through and looking at the pictures. It has a black stripe across its eye. There are so many small gray-brown ones in here. Oh, I found it. It's a chipping sparrow. Is this it? Yes, we got one. We did it. We're bird watching. So, anyways, to answer your question, I've been fine. Still on the same work routine. Oh, I started a challenge where I'm trying to walk 100 miles this month. Not well. No, it's not going great, but I'm really going to give it my best shot. I don't know. I think I have 12 miles so far. The person in the lead has 30 something. Yeah, well, even if I don't reach my goal, it's still fun to do a challenge. It gets me moving and thinking about good habits and stuff like that, so. But back to you. Yeah, I want to hear about you. Last time we talked was when I bumped into you at the grocery store and you had to rush out of there. So, tell me about your life. They just shrugged. I wonder what's wrong. They're usually pretty open with me. I wonder why they're avoiding it. Is there a reason you don't want to talk about it? There's nothing to talk about. You know what's crazy? When we were kids, I felt like every day we were talking about a new dream or a new scheme or something we wanted to do, a place we wanted to travel, or a new skill we wanted to learn, like bird watching. Well, that wasn't what we talked about, but it is one we're learning. But what happened to that? That energy, that curiosity? Hasn't there been anything lately that's new that makes you excited to get out of bed and go explore? You're feeling stuck? How so? You feel like all the things you wanted are still so far away? You thought by now you might have some of it figured out, but you don't. You feel like you haven't accomplished anything compared to other people your age? You and me, we grew up together, right? I have known you for years and years. And your life has not been easy. Not for you. No, you can't compare yourself to other people. I was there in high school. I know some days it was like you weren't there at all in your mind. You were just fighting to make it through one more day. And with your family, you didn't really have a place to go to feel safe and valued and cared about. That constant tension is exhausting. And you've got your own demons to fight. It took you a long time to figure out your mental health. And even with all the answers you've gotten, putting a name on it doesn't make it go away. You still have to deal with it, even though you finally know what to call it. I am so proud of you and how far you've come. Why are you laughing at that? You don't think I am proud of you? Or you don't think I should be? A lot of people wake up in the morning, then get out of bed and they shower and they eat breakfast. And it's as simple as it sounds. But simple doesn't mean easy. You've told me about mornings where you woke up dreading the day, where you just wanted to get back to sleep, and you turned back under the covers because the thought of moving was unbearable. And then you'd lay there in the guilt of not being able to just get out of bed. For you, before your day even started, you had to fight to get onto your feet. That's exhausting. Do you know how much willpower that takes? To fight something so heavy just to get out of bed? Of course you do. Of course, you know exactly how that feels. Arriving to work or school, mentally exhausted and having an entire day ahead of you, that's rough. That can really wear you down over time. And yeah, compared to someone else, maybe you haven't done as much of the things people can see. But they don't know what you're dealing with. They're not up against the same stuff. So yes, I am proud of you. Because despite how hard it can get, you're still trying. You don't think you're trying hard enough? Well, you're sitting here, aren't you? You made it here today to hang out with me and learn a new and glorious skill. Which, by the way, hand me those binocs. There's one up in that tree with no leaves. I think it's just a black bird or a crow or a raven. I know there's a difference, but I have no clue how to tell. I think it's too small to be a raven, though. Oh, there's another one. There's two of the same kind. Look up a blackbird with red feathers on its wings. We're getting all red birds today. I wonder if we'll see a woodpecker just to round it all off. It's hard to tell if it's just the light, but I think it has yellow on the wing too. You did? Let me see. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Red wing blackbirds. Makes sense. Here, do you want to look? I know, they're really pretty. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying, no one else knows what you're going through. Not even me. I have some kind of an idea, but I know there's a lot of stuff you don't even tell me about. It's tough. It's a struggle. For a lot of people who just go about their day without thinking, there are other people who are just trying to make it through to the next day. That takes physical energy, emotional energy. You're doing a lot. And I am so, so proud of you. You've made it this far. A few years ago, you weren't sure if you could even make it to this point. Well, then you've already outdone yourself. I am really sorry you've had to struggle so much. It's unfair that some people drift around their day and never have to think about anything besides the task at hand. And then for some people, it's an actual fight to make it from one thing to the next. It's like walking up steps with a weight on your back. People who are zooming past you might just assume they're more athletic than you when really you're doing extra work. It's just invisible to them. But it's not invisible to me. I see you. If you tell me you're having a rough day, I will always believe you. And I will always be proud of you for hanging on. Oh, you see another one? You found it in the book? What is it? Nunya? I've never heard of that one before. What's a nunya? Oh, Nunya business. Wow. Okay, I see how this is going to be. I wrote it down in pen in my notebook. I want to keep a tally of what we find. Now everyone's going to think I'm some kind of an amateur. Are there different levels of bird watching? Birding? Well, you could always make something up. No, it's in there now. It's going to stay in there. Hopefully it'll get lost in a sea of real bird names. I'm having a great time. I love hanging out with you. Yeah. No, we should do this more often. Well, bird watching, sure, but I mean, hanging out. I miss you. My life is a lot better when you're in it more. Yes, I can definitely plan stuff more and insist that you show up for it. That sounds fun. I would like that a lot.